Good morning. Hello, hello. And we are doing another 72-day readathon sprints. And for this iteration, I am a very happy gal because if you don't know, I've been doing the artist's way. And one of the weeks in that has some limitations. And basically, this is the first time in the entire week that I will be able to read. And I'm very happy about it. I think what I'm going to do is I do have some stuff to do around the house. And I'm going to do that in the first sprint and get all the householdy bits out of the way while listening to an audiobook because obviously it's also Audio August. So we're going to be listening to an audiobook that also counts towards 72-day readathon, which is perfect. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use the second sprint to set up my August pages in my journal. I've already tested it out. I should be able to put up a second screen so that you can see what I'm actually doing. So instead of giving you like an August setup video, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. I've been using I haven't really been using it a lot in recent months because there's been a lot going on, but I have been noticing that I need, it's saying final sprint. It's not final sprint, you guys. We still need to start. There we are. I do feel like I need to start using it more once again because I need some more clarification. I need to write some more stuff down because especially this morning, there were so many things that I wanted to do and I needed to put pen to paper. And then me being a perfectionist was like, well, I can't because I don't have my August pages set up yet. So I need to do that. I mean, if you need a clarification, I have 3 months set up. We are currently in the 8th month. Yeah, it's been slow going. But good news, if I consistently use this journal now until the end of the year, I think I'm just going to be able to fill this one bullet journal, which is great news. So that is what I think I'm going to keep doing. My voice is not sounding the greatest. I had a quite eventful week at work. Let's keep it at that. It was very interesting. It was very nice of the people at my current job to wait like 4 weeks to do something that I didn't really know how to, I did know how to handle it, but that pushed up the stress levels a little bit. So it's very nice of them to have waited like 4 or 5 weeks, which was, great. But that meant that it was up and down and I had some really bad nights sleep. That with the weather that's all over the place and the fact that at one of the locations that I work at, we have air conditioning is probably making my whole face stuffy, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind. At 2, so in about 4 hours after these sprints, we can go straight into Olivia, who's going to be sprinting, which is, I think, wonderful for people, that we have weekends and days where people are just continuously sprinting. I really enjoy those. So I think that's going to be nice. And then I'm sadly not going to be able to join Livia on her sprints because in the afternoon, I'm going to see a friend and we're going to do some, I guess, mosaic kind of setting up. I have 2 flower pots that I can mosaic and she has a serving plate that she's going to mosaic. So we're going to get crafty this afternoon. It's just not going to be on screen. And we're going to get crafty. And then afterwards, we're going to get crafty with food and we're going to cook. So we have a nice day, or I have a nice day ahead of me. But firstly, I'm just really excited to get to reading. So, hi, Livia. I can see that you're here. How is your day? What are the plans for the weekend? What are we doing when we are going to be, hold on, when you're going to be sprinting? Do you have plans already? Because sadly, like I said, I'm not going to be able to be there, which I'm kind of bummed about. But I have other fun things that I'm going to be able to do. I'm also, if you see me looking at the screen, I'm kind of, hold on, let me show you. I want to see if I can get a new background because I feel like this isn't it for what we have planned. We want to get crafty. Obviously, I don't have the paid version, but I don't really think there's a crafty one. It's not fall yet. I wish it was fall. Very much so. But sadly, no fall yet. We have another heat wave coming next week, which I'm so excited about. Yippee. Hear the excitement in my voice. Anyway, are we feeling? Ooh, I always like this cafe. Are we feeling the cafe? Or do we want more like a library? Or do we just keep the bedroom? Because it is the weekend and we are like having a fun time. We could also do cozy cabin. That's also very fun. I don't know what people are feeling. I'll decide in a second. Hello, good morning. How are you doing? I'm so excited to see you back. Hello. What are the plans for today? Oh, I was going to say keep reading, but it's Livia. I'll use the first sprint for writing my 3 morning pages and make my reading basket. Oh, Livia. Okay, but I need clarification because with you it can be both. Are you making, like, stitching a reading basket? Because I can see you doing that. Or are you putting things into a basket to do fun things? Because I can see you do both. Because you are very creative and you're very good at it. We have a hi, Christine from Livia. I actually thought you were sprinting right now based on the BookTube Bible, but saw that it's at 2 p.m. instead. Yeah, I think because of all of the sprinting that's happening for both 72-day Readathon, and then we have Audio August, and I'm sure there's more Readathons happening. I mean, hats off to the people that are running the BookTube Bible, because it's a lot. It's a lot. I feel like especially during the summer months and then in fall, it's going to get maybe worse. So also, obviously, I have an iced coffee. It's way too hot to have anything other than that. And I need it. Stuffy nose and all. Let's see. Good morning, Alex. Me. Hi. Jesus. Hi, Annette. Hi, Christine, and hi, Olivia. My plan is to make lots of progress with the book I'm currently reading. Oh, buenos dias, princesa. That sounds lovely. I am reading. I don't think I've even mentioned what I will be listening to. I'm going to be listening to All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Hold on. I'll see if I can. I should be able to show you the cover. If anybody was wondering, I just started it. As you can see, I have about 11 hours left, which I will not be finishing this weekend, but I also just want to have at least one sprint where I can physically read, because I've missed having a book in my hands. So, okay, putting things inside a basket. Okay, great. Ooh, I'm trying to think what I would put in mine. Books, obviously. Maybe headphones, especially this month. Putting some headphones in. Annotating supplies, obviously. Some snacks, maybe. Maybe a water bottle to remind myself to drink. Because yesterday, which might lead to the stuffy feeling, I don't think I drank any water. I drank other things like coffee and stuff. I didn't drink any water until I was about to go to bed because I realized that I hadn't drunk any water. So now it is here. It is here as a visual reminder. Hi, Annette from Livia. Annette started an indie fantasy novella arc called One Last Prayer. So I'm going to read that for a little bit, but I might switch to audio and crochet later. Sounds wonderful. How did that one book pan out, Annette? Because there was one arc that you were really pushing through because you wanted to be able to give the author feedback. How did that go? Because I can imagine it was a struggle to get through, is what I remember from the last time we talked over here. Okay. So, what is happening? The chat keeps jumping back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put us into our first sprint. I'm going to be running around the house doing things. And maybe you'll see the camera turn on, the second one for the journaling sessions at some point. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just read physically for a little bit. I don't know. There are so many things that I want to do, and I don't know where to start, which is a luxury problem. But first, we're going to need to put this on the screen. I think we're going to go Cozy Cabin because I have a trip booked in November to a Cozy Cabin, and I'm very excited for it. Because we're doing 72 days, again, we are doing 72-minute sprints, because why not? If anyone is more leaning towards shorter sprints, let me know. I am willing to change them to 45 or an hour if that's more preferable to people in the chat. Because I do know like an hour and 12 minutes is a long time. So if it's too long for people, just let me know. Hold on. Hi, Andrea. How are you doing? What are the plans? What are the plans? Happy to have you. Oh, okay. I did finish it. It was not good, but I was able to say a couple of nice things, so the feedback wasn't all terrible. That's really kind of you. That's really good. Because I'm sure even in really bad novels, I don't think I've read any book that everything was terrible. I mean, I should be careful saying that, but there's always something. Christine, I'm usually doing crafty sprints on Saturday, but not always at 10 a.m. Right. Yes, you are. I loved seeing the mermaid diamond painting that you're doing, Livia, because the colors in there are so vibrant and so nice to look at. And I think looking at a diamond painting, looking at a diamond painting, like getting finished, it just gets so colorful as you go along and you can really just see it come to life. So I really do enjoy watching people doing like a diamond painting. Oh, hold on. Livia said hi to Andrea. Andrea said hi to Livia and Annette. Hi, Andrea from Annette. Okay. And with that, I think I'm going to put us into our first sprint so I can also blow my nose. I don't want to put you guys through that. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. You could do that. It is a crafty weekend. That's a great thing to do while listening to an audiobook, because you were mentioning maybe switching to an audiobook and crocheting. Maybe you can switch to an audiobook and do your diamond painting. Exactly. Yes. Okay, for the 500th time, I'm going to put us into a sprint. And I will see you all in 72 minutes. Okay. Oh, can you hear me now? I couldn't see the little microphone going up. So I was very confused for a second. Are we good now? Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. I think it's because I had my earbuds in and they connected to the computer for a second, and that must have glitched it a little bit. Okay, perfect. So once again, I had a shower because I do have plans this afternoon with a friend and the hair needed a revamp. So did that. And then listened to some more of All Roads Lead Here. I've laughed out loud multiple times, which if you know a little bit about the prompts and want a little bit of a hint about what board I'm doing, is actually a good thing. So I'm very excited about that, to keep going with that. Also remembered, I actually wanted to make some granola this morning because otherwise I won't have any for tomorrow. So I'm probably going to have to do that in the next sprint. I didn't want to start it because it's ovens that need to be turned on and everything. So I think I'm going to do that in the next sprint. And then the final one is going to finally being able to do something in my bullet journal. Maybe start before that if I'm lucky, but we're just going to have to wait and see. And did some like cleaning around the house. There is a washing in. The sheets are getting washed as we speak. So if you hear any rumbling in the background, that's probably going to be it. But let's see, because we had some people join. First of all, I did see the mermaid one, Livia. It turned out so pretty. Are you going to hang it up somewhere? I feel like that would look, if you have a sunroom or a place where there's a lot of sun, I feel like it would really do it justice. So, okay, good. If you feel like it, maybe if you want to, you can share the bookmark set or the bookmark kit that you got in the Discord for the 72-day readathon. I'm sure there's a cozy corner, or a crafty corner. Share it there. I would be very curious to see. Want to do another one, but I'm not sure which one. Probably put a poll on Discord so I can get some help to decide. Yes, please do. I'd love to help you decide what diamond painting we're going to be doing next. Good morning, Ren. Well, it's almost lunchtime over here, but I have no idea what time it is everywhere people are. So, hello. Let's see. Yes, you did. I was going to say what are the plans, but I know people, they get the gist. Hold on. They know that is the next question. Today I'm hoping to finish one book and make progress in the other. I want to start and finish part 1 of the Asimov graphic audio. Ooh, I hope you love it. And then make progress in Dragon Blind by Eamon Christians. Oh, I also want to reread the ACOTAR books before they come out with the new ones. And I have been thinking about listening. Hold on. That was rude. I was thinking about actually listening to the graphic audios. So, Ren, if you have any opinions, if you want to share how you are liking them, the fact that you're still listening to the graphic audio and you've hit Asimov, I feel like that's a good little sign that it's actually nice to listen to. Hi, Ren from Livia. Hello, Renee. How are you doing? Hi, Livia, Ren, and Annette from Renee. Hi, Livia from Ren. Hi, Renee from Ren. Hi, Renee from Livia. Thank you, Renee. I saw this come in I could also tell by the little microphone icon, but it's always good when people have your back. Thank you very much. Livia wrote her morning pages, folded laundry, and started my reading basket / box. I am very curious what you're going to be putting into this. And I am now very tempted because I do have to go to the store to get like some bits for this afternoon. And I'm now going to be very tempted, if there's a basket somewhere that looks really cute, to get myself one and make myself a reading basket. Because let me tell you something. If you are not allowed to do something, which Livia, I know you know, if you're not allowed to do something, it's all you want to do. So now I really want to make like a ritual out of it because I've been missing my books. Thank you, Annette, for letting me know. Thank you, Ren. Thank you, Renee. Have been knitting and watched a Dominic Noble video. I do not know this person. What kind of videos do they post? What is the vibe? I feel like I am just craving all of the fall vibes and the fall videos because, as I mentioned before, the heat, I'm done. I'm so done. I thought this week was going to be the final week of having like really high temperatures. And then they kicked us off next week. It's going to get to like 35 again. No. Why? Annette finished her novella. Okay, quite dark. Well, was it too dark? Or was it like a good dark? At least you enjoyed it. You seem to have enjoyed it better than the last one you told us about. So that's good. Didn't finish because I just saw the news for the actors for Harris and Troy for Heated Rivalry. And of course I lost myself. I don't know those characters' names because I still have to keep going in Heated Rivalry. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to avoid the spoilers. Heated Rivalry is, again, it's still on the TBR. It's on the Audio August TBR, a little bit of a spoiler for a video that's coming out tomorrow. A little better late than never. I feel like I've been very reserved to go into Heated Rivalry because of my experience with Game Changers, where I was just reading the book and waiting for story beats. Because I watched the show, it didn't remove the enjoyment at all, but it did like dampen it a little bit. And I'm hoping that isn't the case when it comes to Heated Rivalry, like the book. So it's why I haven't watched Off Campus yet, because I haven't read the deal. I don't want to experience that the same way. So I think I'm going to watch, I need to read the deal first before I watch Off Campus. Just had a shower. Same. Exactly. I make my own. It's that way I know what I'm putting in it and it just feels healthier. There you go. That's what these sprints are good for, reminding us. Oh, so we're in the same time zone, Ren. Okay, great. Yes. Oh, is it nice and cool over there? It's always so weird, that phenomenon, which it's probably weird for you as well, that we're complaining about the heat and you are probably doing the exact opposite. I always think that's funny. Hi, Ren, and hi, Renee. From Annette, really enjoyed the ACOTAR graphic audio, but there's way more smut in Akamath. Yes. So I need to see how that sounds. Hopefully it's not too weird. I listened to all of Fourth Wing in graphic audio. I don't know if the final one was available in graphic audio yet. And I was fine. It does sound weird when you speed it up, though. That's always going to be like, we don't walk places, we run places. And then when you get to smutty bits and that's sped up, it does sound very strange. So maybe slow it down, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you want to get through it really fast. I don't know. Hi, Annette from Ren. Yes, time zones are weird. My sister just moved to Kenya. Wow. Other side of the world, but same time zone as Norway. Yeah. I'm sticking with my original plan and going to crochet for a little bit because I've been working on a blanket for months and would love to finish for 72 days. So going to try for a few rows at least. That does sound good. And it is a thing on the bingo board to finish a crafty project. So that's good. Feel free to share any pictures. Dominic Noble makes book adaptation videos and sometimes just book reviews. That's very interesting. Yeah, I know you are. You probably have had it way worse than us. Which I heard you talk about like 38 going to 40. That's not, no. We've had 37, 38, but just once, I think. Like a couple of days, but that was it. I feel like it's way more common where you are, and I feel for you. I'm so sorry. Our buildings aren't made for it either. I doubt many buildings in Europe, well, no, our side at least, aren't made for the heat like this. Our houses are built, like our older houses, are built to keep heat in the cold winter months because our summers never used to be this hot. So old homes are just not it at the moment. It was a good dark. Okay, great. And I knew going in that it would be. Okay, that's good. That's important. Hasn't really been above 20 here lately, though I don't mind 17. That's like perfect. Like around 17, 20, 21. Perfect. It doesn't need to be anything else. And we need rain. Everything is so dry. It's so dangerous for like fire starting, as you've maybe heard on the news. Me, Dee, and Paula will do a read along, watch along. Love it. To be ready for the new book. Oh, I love that. It's 19 degrees and sunny today. Our highest is 22. Oh, that sounds so lovely. Oh, that sounds so lovely. I don't know what it's like to be cold anymore. I don't think it's been below 20, like during the day. It hasn't been below 20 in like a month and a half. Insane. I mean, it's probably not insane to anybody else, but it is to us. Preferred temperature is around 25 to 30. See, we should switch because you thrive over here right now. I am dying. Got up to 54%. Very good. Were you planning on trying to finish it, Christine? Because I feel like you can. You have the entire day. Oh God. That is melting. Do you just starfish on the floor for the entire day? Because that's what I would do. Rained here yesterday. Well, it drizzled. Yeah, it's drizzled over here a couple of times. And we've had like thunderstorms, like just thunderstorms with no rain or hardly any rain. So it hasn't been enough. It hasn't been enough. I went for a walk in the forest, like in the woods, last Sunday, I think, a week ago. And like every single creek is dried up. Like they had a little pond over there, which was a puddle at this point. The swans and the ducks over there, they're having a hard time. I've been dying to go to the Kenulitz, is that how you say that? About a 4 or 5 hour flight from me. I'm in South Africa, but I haven't gotten the opportunity to do it yet. That's not a long flight, all things considered. 4 or 5 hours. That's doable. I would love to visit Africa. I want to go on a safari so bad, but they're so expensive. It's one of those bucket list things when you live in Europe to go on a safari, but it's really hard to plan it out because you want to take your time. And it's always going to be expensive. So I could be fine with this temperature if it was 1 day or 2 during the summer as it was years ago. Yes, exactly. But it feels like it's like 1 or 2 days and then it stays like 33, 32. It goes down to 22 and then it goes back. You have like 2 days of breathing room and then it goes back up. My sister got a job at the embassy. Okay, so she's living there for 3 years from August. Oh, wow. Yes. Might visit in the fall. Might be a good idea when it's a little bit colder. It is way too hot. That is not fun. My goal is to finish tomorrow, but it would be better to finish today. It's a pretty long book though, so I think tomorrow is more realistic. Okay. If it's like when you read for an hour and you've moved the goalpost like 1 or 2%, I do get it. Yeah. There are those books where you feel like you've been reading forever and then you look down and it's like you have read 5%. And it just feels like it doesn't stop. I hope you're enjoying it though, because otherwise that is hell to try and get through a book that you're not enjoying. Is that by any chance, by the way, for the read your longest book prompt of the 72-day readathon? Because that is a prompt. Now we have it most of the days with only a few days at 35. Oh, Jesus. Drink lots of water. Find the shade everywhere. It might be raining all week, though predicted rain from Monday to Friday. Spring is coming soon. So I'm assuming we might have some light spring rain for the flowers to grow. Love when the flowers start to bloom. I love the in-between seasons, like fall and spring are perfect for me. But like winter, no. I'm a winter baby. I was born on the 21st of December, so I am a winter baby. But, you know, I loved winters when we had snow. We don't really anymore. Our houses are built to be cool since it's hotter here, so winter weather sucks. See, this is so strange. Global warming, putting us all to shame. Popped a blanket picture in the side quest channel. Okay, I will be checking that out when we start a new sprint. Most of us have gas and electric heaters in our houses to keep warm and a bunch of heavy blankets. That's so insane that it's the other way around. Kind of makes sense though. That makes sense. If it's a thing over here to keep our houses cool, it must be a thing over there to keep your houses warm. So, oh, Jesus. Okay. Hold on. I prefer fall to spring. Oh, yes. Yes, that would be a problem. That would be a very big issue. I am very happy that I don't suffer from any like seasonal allergies because that sounds awful. I do know a few people that have them and it's not it. I do love Christmas time. To me, when you say winter, I just think Christmas. Like the entire season of winter is a run up to Christmas and then post Christmas. That is it. To me, winter ends the second we get into the new year. Then I'm like, I'm ready for spring. It's fine. A lot of people prefer thatched roofs for that reason. Okay, I didn't know that. We're learning a lot of things about like climates and stuff and houses. Built houses in the winter to keep the inside warm and the summer to keep the inside cool. I guess it's better insulation then. A lot of places in England have the thatched roof, so they should be okay. But still, yeah, exactly. You need to like get a roofer up there, like a thatcher, a lot of the time. It gets expensive probably. There's not like, I mean, that's why new houses are kind of necessary sometimes. Because with the changing in the climates, you just need a house that's quote unquote up to date to how the current weather is holding up. I did not know that, but I know that now. Thank you, Ren. I do think I'm going to have to shorten the sprints because otherwise we're going to have to either do a really short sprint next time, which I don't want to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to our trusty 45 minutes for this sprint. And then we can always change it back and get a longer one or whatever we feel like when we get to the third sprint, because I do want to sprint, like I do want to do 3 sprints at least. But then obviously at 2 o'clock, we're going to be switching up to Livia's sprints, which is in about 2 hours. So let's get into our first 45-minute sprint and we will talk afterwards. Hello, welcome back. I can see the mic moving, so you can hear me this time, hopefully. I was actually just in the middle of lunch. So I'll finish that once we get back into another sprint. I also made my granola, so that's done, which is good because then I'll have a nice breakfast for the morning. Listen to some more of my audiobook, and I'm still very much enjoying it. So still good news. And yeah, still I laughed a lot once again. It feels like with Mariana Zapata, we slowly get information. There is no like info dump when it comes to the characters, which I actually like. I don't mind the fact that you have to really wait for them to tell you stuff. Especially when it comes to like the male main character. It's not dual POV, so we just have to wait. Also, I think it's one of my first romances where the characters are a little bit older, and I don't mind it. Let us see. Where did we leave off to? Reading basket is done. Also picked 5 diamond paintings. Okay. I'll show them during my sprints and I'll put a poll on the Discord. Perfect. Might need to sneak in a little peek before I leave because I really do want to see what the choices are. Made it to 16% in Akimov. Okay. A Court of Mist and Fury, part 1. Jesus. That is also very good progress. Now I'm making lunch, pasta for my son and husband, bagel with salmon and cheese for me. Oh, I love a salmon and cheese bagel. Oh, I love that. There's this really cute lunch / brunch place really close to me. And that is always the thing that I get because it's just so good. And especially in the hot weather, it feels very refreshing. So that's the way to go. And very funnily, I'm also having pasta for dinner. So we do have to make it first, which is why after we finish sprints, I'm first going to have to go to the actual store to get some stuff, get some supplies. Hold on, I'm going to skip this break so we don't get like completely scared. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys what we're actually doing this afternoon because I feel like, well, it is shipping from Holland, so it's going to be very difficult to get it anywhere, I think. But it might give you guys an idea. I'm sure there are places somewhere else that you can get it. Let's see. I want to get the ones that I'm getting. Where are they? Yes. Let's see if I can share my screen so I can let you guys know what I'm going to be making. Where is it? Yeah, so I'm going to be doing this afternoon, which I think is very cute. And then my friend, so I got them in this color because I think that's the prettiest. And then my friend is going to be making, I think she's making one of these, if I'm not mistaken, which is going to be lovely. She loves to host, so that's going to be perfect for her. Me, not so much. I'm not so much the hosting type. Well, I do, but not like often enough that I would need something so large. So I'm more the cozy type. You know, have a few friends over every once in a while. I saw on the Discord, Annette, I saw the blanket. Now need to do dishes. Yes, same. Not looking forward to that. It's the boring adulty tasks, aren't they? Finish the video, listen to A Daring Arrangement. I have heard of that one, I think. By Joanna Shoup and Mate T. Is it really warm out there? Because having tea when it's so hot just sounds, well, like a thing. Right? You could get so many cute stuff. You could get those boards and you could have like really a little bit smaller ones. And then you could have like a certain, I think there were even like Van Gogh style, but then obviously they have to follow a plan. We're not doing that. We're just doing the mosaic the way that we want to. So that is going to be my afternoon. And then obviously the cooking. So it's a very crafty afternoon. And then tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm thinking of, well, I need to buy some cards because I'm going to go and see my old coworkers next week on Wednesday. And I want to write them all cards. That's just me. I didn't do that when I left because I wrote a card for every single one of the kids. And that was hard enough. So I needed a breather to be able to actually get to their cards. So now I do need to do that. Time is of the essence because I am going on Wednesday. And hopefully have a good time and a nice chat. I'm going to see the kids as well. So that's going to be great. Yeah, same. It's a lot of work. And a lot of people invite. I'm one of those people that doesn't live close by to anybody, but a lot of my friends live in the same vicinity. So usually I'm the one going there because it wouldn't make any sense for them all to come here, if that makes any sense. Not warm, no. Well, been sting outside. It's a small wind and 14 degrees. That is lovely. That's like nice crisp air. You know, like nice fall crispy air. I love that. Let's see. What are we thinking? I'm thinking of doing another, maybe like an hour sprint, and then just a short chatty bit, and then hopping over to Livia. I will be putting Livia's sprints in the description so we can just hop on over there. Unless Livia, if you're still here, you are welcome to obviously share your link that we're all going to be jumping to in an hour and 15 minutes. Because why not? Let's go and have some fun over there. And I think now I will finally be able to do some journaling. Adulting is hard. You have all these stupid mundane tasks that are keeping you from fun things. Yeah, I don't mind it though. I love driving. So that is a plus. If I didn't enjoy driving, that would be annoying to always get in the car. But no, I do enjoy it. Especially like having a nice audiobook on. I'm fine. Right, sitting outside. Okay, that makes more sense than getting stung outside by something. Exactly, they do make the trip, but it's a lot more of a hassle for them to do it. And I think, Renee, you're probably kind of the same. I don't want to inconvenience anybody. So I'm usually the one who's like, no, it's fine. I'll come over there. People are texting me. So I need to figure out what's happening. Oh, okay. It's fine. I'll check that in a second. And I'm going to redo the timer for an hour. It's going to have to be a very short chatty bit. So we can make sure we make it on time in Livia's chat, but we can do it. I'm sure we can. Okay. We're going to go into another hour-long sprint, which is going to be our final one. And then we're going to go see Livia. So I will talk to you guys all in an hour. Hello. How did that sprint go for everybody? I set up my journal finally. I didn't actually know what I was going to do until I started it, but I'm actually very happy with how they turned out. So this is the front page. And then this is just simple monthly, just an overview. And then this is the first weekly. I don't know how I feel about the flowers I picked. I feel like they clash a little bit. Maybe if I end up using more, I'll change the colors, but we'll see. And now all we have to do is in about 10 minutes, we can jump over to Olivia's, and I'm going to have to go because I need to go and do some grocery shopping, and then I'm going to go see my friend. Let's see, where were we? Oh, Donna joined us. Hello, lovely. How are you doing? What are the plans this weekend? Maybe do the necklace the right way around. That would be nice. Olivia said hi to Donna, and Donna said hi to Olivia. Then for anybody who's interested in doing more sprints and can't today, these are the sprints that have been planned. So keep an eye out, and you can ring all the bells. And then I put in the link to Olivia's sprints, which is going to be starting in 10 minutes. Managed to get out of bed, took my dog outside, checked emails, and responded to Discord. Have a few things to clean today before my nephews come by. But the book I'm reading is Archer's Voice. I have heard about that. How are you liking it? How far in are you? Hello. How are you? Thank you very much. It didn't take very long. Stickers are your saving grace. If you want to make a journal look nice and you don't have the time or the energy or like the creativity at the moment to make it look nice, just use stickers and washi tape and you're fine. Had lunch, that sprint, and watched some YouTube. Thanks for being here, and thank you, lovely. Again, very easy to do when you have stickers. Again, thank you, Olivia. I'm very obsessed with printing my own stickers at the moment. You can just find, or if you type in anything that you want into Google and type in PNG next to it, you will usually get pictures that you're able to use without a background, so with like a transparent background, so that when you print them out on sticker paper, they're going to be completely fine. So if any of you are interested in doing that, that is the way that I've been doing it. And it is dangerous because I've printed out a lot of stickers recently. Hold on. Been working on one of my novels. That's exciting. Had lunch, cleaned the kitchen, and I'm getting ready for my sprints. Yes, of course. 74 pages in, 64, excuse me. The beginning is heartbreaking, but what I'm reading so far is nice and feels summery. Well, let's hope it goes into like hopeful stuff, because the last thing we want is to be sad. So for anybody who is here, thank you, first of all, for coming in and joining. If you want to keep sprinting, hop on over to lovely Olivia, who is going to be sprinting for at least a few hours, I'm sure. Oh, thank you, Annette. Yes, you did. We are just ending up stream sprints and jumping over to Olivia's, who I put the sprint in the link in the comments a little bit at the top. Jesus Christ, talking is just not happening. No worries, Annette. Thank you for being here. I hope everyone who's here has a lovely rest of their weekend. I know I'm going to have a lovely afternoon. I'll see if I can share some pictures on the Discord of like the little flower pots that I'm going to be mosaicing with my friend. And I'll let you know how the pasta turned out that we made. But yes, thank you for being here. And I'll see if I can maybe, oh, thank you very much. I'll see if I can maybe join Olivia a little bit while I get ready. So I will see you guys over there. But again, thank you for being here. And I hope to see you